Okay, so most of you guys know that by now that I am the one that has started all of the chaos at the courthouse over our rights being violated. There's a pretty long story behind that. And then also, you guys know that I'm pretty passionate about social justice, political justice. I don't like someone trying to force laws on me that they're not willing to follow themselves. But this goes so much further than that. And I want you guys to understand, like, just how much the corruption affects us on a day-to-day basis, okay? So I am about to lose my home again. I have been under so much stress the past few weeks. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I've been under stress ever since I got here. I rented this house. I pay $1,700 a month. It's a nice 4-bedroom house on an acre of land. It's got 2 sheds. I love to be outside. So it was perfect for me. I asked the landlord specifically, was there any environmental issues with this house, because we had already been through it a couple times. I was very scared. He assured me that there was nothing wrong, and then things got weird. After we were told we could have the house, he come back, said he needed $100 more a month because now people were trying to outbid me on the house, etc. And I caved because we were tired and my kids were already excited about the house. So I paid the extra $100 a month, and from just the very first grocery trip to stock the house, I mean, it was just hundreds of dollars worth of groceries just constantly being eaten by ants. I mean, these things were coming in from everywhere. And then the water bill. The water bill was getting like really high. Well, it was just high from the beginning. And I started asking all these questions, and here's where we stand, okay? This property, with every rainfall, it gets flooded and flooded. And so this is house number 6 for me, I'm pretty sure. I've lost them to toxic mold, gas leak, sewage in the water, oil in the yard from BP, something else, and then this house, okay? My kids and I have been trying to just find a safe spot to land for the last 20 years. We just wanted a house like anybody else did. And then when I was trying to find out, while my kids were sick, I was being met with a whole lot of retaliation, and I didn't understand it because I just wanted to make my kids better. And then I ran for office, and of course those 2 things, some of them began to be simultaneously. So we'd already had the gas leak, and we were also getting sick from another house while I was running for office. And I was able to see just how it works on the inside. So basically, when you see these people fighting over these small positions, so let's say you've got and a lot of them start with your building inspectors, your permit, the people that issues the permits and all that, okay? So you've got a big contractor comes in town. That's the first thing they do. They go meet with all your local politicians and they make some deals. Well, if you'll vote yes for the project, I'll give you 2 weeks at, my condo on the beach, or I'll give you a free boat, and that's what they do. And then from that point on, they just sign and they sign and they sign, because they're selling their soul for the material possessions at the expense of your health and your sanity, okay? So because people don't know when to stop building, just like the 50,000 people over there in Diamond Head, Mississippi that are already sick. Well, they're already sick, and then they're going to say, oh, well, they're just older. Well, yeah, that's why you made it a luxury resort community for the retired elderly people. So when people started getting sick, there'd be no questions asked, right? They're just older, so they should deserve to get sick and not be okay. It matters because I am paying the price. I have lived here, a good tenant, taken care of this property. I've done all the right things. I'm the one that's invested almost $100,000 in this property. I'm the one that filled every hole every time it was coming up. I'm the one that called and got the insect contract. I did everything that he would not do. And when I told them that, okay, we've got a huge problem. Now we've got water coming in through the ceilings, the walls, the floors, the baseboards, and I'm starting to think this is why my daughter's almost died twice, right? Like, I'm trying to link it to other stuff, but she was really the only one that was mostly healthy when we got here. Now she's fighting for her life. And looking back, and now that the moisture's revealing everything, I can see where he also knew that this issue was here. So one time Best Buy came in and they tore up the floor, and I called him over and I said, I just want you to see that they did this, not me. I don't want you trying to charge me for it down the road. And I said, they said they'll fix it. And he did not want them opening that floor, and now I know why. He had come in and he covered it up. It was an illusion, and there are no laws that really protect you, right? So you as a homeowner, when they start flooding out the town and the systems can no longer help it, and you start having a broken foundation and, you know, a leaking roof and all this because it can no longer hold the weight of everything they've put on it, then those are your problems. Those are your sicknesses. Those are your issues. Those are your repairs. And the person that signed off to cause these issues walks away scot-free. He's living in a nice big house up on the hill from all the backdoor deals he's making. So that's why, because I'm going to tell you what, these people could have helped me a long time ago. They didn't want to help me. They wanted me to shut up. They spent more money trying to silence me than it would have been to just do the right thing. It would have been so much easier to do the right thing. They spent more money fighting me than to just do what was right. So that's why I am organizing this crusade against corruption. You guys might be okay with it. I'm tired. I want a safe place for my kids to land. I'm tired of dealing with the negative consequences of someone else's decisions. His lawyer was so rude to me that I even said, sir, like, I'm the victim here. Maybe you should walk over here. Maybe you should drive over and look at the property before you condemn me and speak to me so derogatory, because I've been a perfect tenant up until the fact that I said, hey, this is getting dangerous. I can see mold coming through my whole entire bedroom wall. This is getting dangerous. I've got ants crawling on the ceiling, the walls, the floors. Like, I'm scared. I can stand in a 4-bedroom house and rock it back and forth with my weight. I am scared. And it's my problem. That's what they told me. It's my problem. And I'm not doing it again. I will not do it quietly this time. When Mobile Gas, South Alabama Utilities, John Howard Homes, when all these people got caught, they just wrote a check and kept on doing what they were doing. And now we have an earth that's so torn up that it's affecting our vegetation. It's affecting everything. Wasn't that convenient? A little chemical plane circling right here. These guys, you know, they're spraying the power lines. Like, what is that even? What is that? We're spraying the power lines. What are you spraying the power lines with? And why would you go spraying anything in the air that would harm the public? You guys need to start asking questions. It's the most dangerous thing in the world to blindly follow somebody in authority without questioning. Do you know how easy people can be bought out? I saw people sell their souls for a bottle of Chanel perfume that really wasn't even that great. I watched people sell their souls for a dinner at Ruth's Chris. I mean, you guys don't understand what we're living amongst, and it's your money that they're doing this to you with. So when are you going to say enough is enough? So I am going to continue on my crusade. If I'm expected to do the right moral thing, then I expect my leaders to do the same. I expect to be able to keep the trees and the flowers and everything beautiful. I don't think that we need to put a house every foot apart. That's what's killing all the vegetation. You cannot build like this. Don't any of you remember, like, 2nd grade photosynthesis? We need the grass and the dirt as much as we need the trees. If the grass is gone, so are we. We don't live either. So you guys better start asking questions, because you're going to end up in a situation like me. I'm going to post the videos of the conditions that we've been forced to live in, and the phone calls with all the public officials and all of these offices that help us, because nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save me. They put me here, and they want me to save myself. And that's not going to happen. He's got 13 properties. Go. Already told you to go away. He's got 13 properties. He came over here and put a new roof on when the foundation was the problem, and I found that to be kind of suspicious. Then I thought, okay, he got a grant. He got a grant. So now we're going to search all 13 properties. We're going to see how many properties were probably condemned. I'm pretty sure this property was close to being condemned. We're going to check with the city of Satsuma. We're going to check with Mobile County. We're going to check to see who signed off on any repairs that were made to this house. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Because when I called the city inspector for help, he said, well, you know, if I come out and put pressure on them, you'll probably be the one to the street. They serve and protect. If that were true, don't you think, like, if an officer was going to pull you over because your headlight was out, if they were really here to serve and protect, maybe they would just help you fix your headlight? All right, that's my cue. Got to get that help. Y'all have a good day.